Hi you guys, this is Jazzy, otherwise known as Jazzified, and today we're going to be talking all about what's up here. So you guys, long time no see. This is kind of my first video back from my previous video. I'm putting in my 2 weeks, and honestly, a lot has happened since then. You guys are going to be seeing more content on this channel and another channel that I'm going to be starting up soon for my real estate career, and that is going to be coming up soon around the end of this year, so stay tuned for that. But today, this video is all going to be about your mindset and the certain different aspects that lie in between those and how to program it, or if you want to change it, or if you just want to wonder, circumstances that you might not even be thinking of that could be possibly affecting you. This video is going to be broken up into 3 different parts. We're going to have passion, we're going to have self-care, and we're going to talk about energy. So let's get started. So first things first, passion. Basically your purpose and what you want to do in this world, in this present lifetime, and what you want to do, in general while you're living on this earth, right? So specifically about your purpose, I know that if you're watching this video, you're probably around my age, and I'm currently 18, about to turn 19 in 3 days, but I'm still someone who is young into the world, I feel like just came out of the womb, but I am doing all of these things progressively because I have found my passion and what I want to actually pursue. And a lot of people have not been, that grateful enough to find out their exact passion, or they're, still going through the cycles of figuring out what they like to do and what they do not like to do. I wanted to bring up passion first because I feel like your passion is what influences you to do specific decisions in your lifetime. And so debating on that, talking about, your passion is that you want to be rich, your passion is that you want to do this, your passion is that you want to go to college, you're doing these specific things in your lifetime, these decisions that you're making in order for your passion. But the thing is that passion really yours, or is it society's influence onto you? And that is super important to figure out whether you're wasting your own time or if you're listening to someone else who is, peer chatting inside of your ear. I know it is cliche, but you can do what you love to do and get paid by doing it. I feel like you can see even on like Fiverr or certain different platforms like that where you're able to specifically profit and monetize your skill set to other people to use and benefit is one of the best things that you could ever possibly do, because that just brings up a new avenue of possibilities. And also just to figure out, can I do what I love to do while also getting paid? Yes, you can. You can do that if you find that, solution or whatever that's for you. Everything is different and completely up to you. So I don't ever want you guys to think that you have to fit into this box because you're like, hey, this is my parents' passion, and they never got to fulfill that because they had me at a certain age or something happened and I feel like I need to carry that down. No. That's what I'm going to tell you right now is no. Literally no. F that. You are your own person and you can decide what passion you want to pursue for your lifetime, okay? And I really want to be aggressive with this because some people do not know what they want to do and they're just leeching onto other people's ideas, feeding into their ear like, hey, I think this is what I want to do, so I'm going to waste 5 years of my life trying to see if this is going to be what I want to do for the rest of my life or not. Or instead, just doing stuff that you want to do in the present moment and finding out your passion through that. Is your passion something that you love doing? Something that you can commit to doing every single day and not sigh and feel miserable every single day about doing it? And what actions are you taking today, every single day, to move towards that passion? To get, closer, because it is baby steps. But every step that you're taking every day, every attitude that you're putting towards your passion, every action that you're influencing based on your passion can change that trajectory of, what you want to do or not. So the second thing that I'm going to be talking about is self-care. Now, self-care, I want to say, is very, very important because if you get to that place, and let's say you got the number one thing down, your passion, I want to get this, and you get there and you're still unhappy, what was that point? What was all the effort and time, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into that to get to that stage just to be unhappy with yourself, just to still be like, hey, I'm here, but I feel so unfulfilled in my life. I feel like I've been wasting so much time, and I feel terrible about the stuff that I'm doing, or you just don't feel like a positive person. That is very, very sad, and it's very saddening to see that happen to other people around you, where it's something that they worked so hard for and they're still unhappy after all of these years, and they've just been scared to make a change. And that's why I feel like that self-care comes in, because you need to take care of yourself regardless. A lot of times in this society, it is so emphasized that you need to be working all the time. It's completely fine to be stressed out every day. No, that is not okay. Like, studies have shown that that is not okay for our health. And that's not taking care of your own self and own body. So I kind of want to play into that. And also your mental state. If your mental state is unstable, if you are depressed, if you have severe anxiety, and that's keeping you back to a state of mind that you think that you're not going to be able to progress, I feel like I definitely want to encourage therapy. I definitely want to encourage meditation. I want to encourage journaling. And I know that all of these things can be different for other people, but I definitely just want to encourage you, like, taking care of yourself is the first move that you need to make. The first move that is the most important move when it comes to, going along that journey that God and the universe has destined for you. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love what you're doing in your life? How are you going to love the other people around you as well? Because it's definitely in this world, I feel like it is definitely based on, you can see who has love and who does not have love. And those factors really decide on what they're doing in their life. The people who have love, you can see that they're happy. You can see that they are doing the best for their selves, not for anyone else, because they love their own self. They have love for what they want to do, and they have love for the actions that they're putting towards their life every single day. And you can see the people who do not have love in their life, or they have lost that, or they have been broken of that love deep down in their childhood. It can be in a relationship, some type of trauma that happened to them to unfortunately cut off all of that love in the life. I really feel sad about those people who don't have any more love to give, where they feel like there's no more love in this world, because love is expressed in every single emotion, through laughter, through smiles, through, complimenting random strangers on the street. Like, I feel like those are small tokens of love that you see every day, and that you still have to value that, even if you personally were affected by love in a specific type of way. And I don't want anything or anybody to try and take away your ability to love yourself, your ability to love other people, and just to have that blockage because they personally were hurt and never healed over their trauma, and they inflicted it on you to then cause you to have more trauma. Like, it's just a continuous cycle of, those who do not have love, and that they impact those who did have love to not have love again, and it's just repeating. And if we all just had love, for ourselves in the first place, and just were able to spread that through our own mental state, I feel like that would really be beneficial to everyone. The third thing I want to talk about is energy, right? So we're going to talk about the other people who are around you in your personal circle, in your family, in your environment, in your workplace. All of these people, strangers, that can personally tap into your energy, and it can go good or bad. And then also I want to talk about just positive and negative energy as well, and what you can do to change it, what you can do to change your circumstances. So first things first, let's talk about the other people that are around you in your circle. Let's use this as an example. There is someone in your life that is consistently supporting you, encouraging you, wanting you to be your best self, telling you that you're doing all these amazing things and that they're always going to be there for you. But at the same time, that same person is not doing anything for themselves. They have no passion, and they have no self-care about their own selves. And it kind of comes into a point like, hey, why are you telling me all this stuff? Like, hey, that's great. Like, I love that you are saying all this stuff about me, that you are supporting me. You wanted me on my team, but, why aren't you doing any of that stuff for yourself? Why are you just encouraging me instead of taking action to do it on your own terms? And this is very, very important when it comes to harnessing your energy around you and the people that are in your circle. Because of course there are people that are in there that are going to be like, hey, I encourage you with all this stuff, you're doing such great things, you're doing this, that, and the third, but they aren't doing anything for themselves. Unfortunately, with these people, it does kind of suck, because these can be people that we love, that we care about, people that we respect, of course, but that does not mean that they need to be affecting your energy specifically. Or what to do, change what type of energy that you're outputting every day. Is I want you to see, you know, the people that you have interactions with, like, what are you guys really talking about? Like, are you guys talking about, you know, hey, this is my next business move? Let's take an example with my best friend Tiania, right? We have been friends since freshman year, but we have also been supporting and encouraging each other, but also been staying at that same level mindset to be like, hey, we're still gonna be doing our own shit, because of course you can encourage someone, but only for so much. There only gets to a point where this person is down at this level and you keep going up, but they're still like, hey, I'm encouraging you, I'm supporting you, I'm doing all this stuff. But at the same time, you're like, hey, like, dude, where are you at? You need to get up here. You need to be doing something in order to get up to my level. And unfortunately, if you can't handle that, then you're not gonna be in my life. You're not gonna be in my actual circle. You're not gonna be able to take that energy away from me that I have, my positive energy, because of the things that I am doing. And I like that's a point that I really, really want to emphasize on, because if you have a group of people that of course are encouraging you, supporting you, love you, but also are not doing the same things that you are doing, and it gets to a point where you get at this level and you can't be like, hey, this person is on my team, when they're still down at the bottom, when they still are not doing anything for themselves, they have no passion, no self-care, and they are still having negative energy about their own selves. That's the thing too. You guys need to realize that you guys can have positive, negative energy within your own self, and that's how it's influencing your actions, the people that you're around as well, and why you are feeling so unfulfilled with your life. Because if you are still hating your life every single day that you're waking up, if you're still hating the things that you do, but you still of course love your friends, you still of course want to spend time with your family, but you're still having that negative energy about, you know, the thing that you are putting into, and you're ultimately just draining your energy away, that is going to severely affect your mental state. You cannot keep living that way. And it might take you 30 years before you realize, hey, I cannot keep living this way. You know, maybe I thought that it would change, and maybe I just thought that this was something that I was destined to do, when it really wasn't, when it was just a facade, because you thought that it was something that was going to turn positive when it should have been positive from the start. That's one thing that I hope that I got through to you guys, is just about definitely the other people around you, and you're trying to find, you know, if you want to be successful, you got to be with those other successful people, is a mindset that is so important. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, you need to drop all of your friends that aren't doing anything. No, I'm not saying that whatsoever. You need to realize and see where you're actually outputting that energy. Is it going to be to those people who are doing stuff with their lives, the people who are on the same level as you, the people who are grinding, have the same work ethic, have the same interests and things that they want to do in their lives? Or is it going to be people who say that they have that stuff but aren't doing any action, are still going to be saying that they support you, are still going to be saying that they're on your team but not really being on your team? You have to realize how you're outputting that energy, and if you do realize that, you will be shocked about how different you will feel, how liberated you will feel to be like, wow, those people were actually really exhausting. Why was it so exhausting to be around these people? Because they were holding you down. And now you feel like you're so free, you can do anything because you're with people who are on your team. You're like, hey, wow, I really feel good hanging around with this person. You know, I feel like they are on the same level as me. You know, that's the energy that you want to come across. That's the energy that you eventually want to find and be with. So yeah, you guys, I'm sorry that this video was a bit long. I just had some things that I wanted to say, and I hope that you guys really love this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to see more of my videos coming up within the end of this year, to me actually starting my real estate career. And I hope today that you really were able to take away something that you could possibly learn up here, reprogram that, you know, move some gears around and become your highest and best self. So I love you guys. Stay safe. Peace.